Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I realized in spite of you asking me this summer to do update on my Euophorbia collection, I haven't shown you my Euphorbia succulents for over 6 months. So I haven't really got many new ones. I think I got only 2, but the ones that I had grew a bit during this summer. And some I moved to conservatory that were getting too big, and as you know, I'm moving this year, so I'm trying to have less stuff to move in December, which is gonna probably be the time when I'm gonna be moving. Yet not a good time to move in Michigan, but let's take a look how they're doing. So guys, like in the past years, I'm keeping my Euphorbia collection, most of the collection at least, on this top shelf, because the spacing between the light, the fluorescent light that I'm using, this is T5 high output 6000 kelvins fluorescent lights, and it's the highest spacing on the top shelf. I have a lower spacing in the other shelves that fits better some other plants. I also have few plants that are not euphorbias here, like a Hoya and this string of pearls that has done tremendously well this year. This is my first time, well, knock on the wood, so I hope it doesn't go bad this winter. It's also zigzag cactuses here, and one of the Echeverias, Agaboides, but everybody else is my euphorbias. I have some euphorbias here on this shelf and then over there on the ground because they're really big for any shelves. What I'm gonna do is take down few at a time so you can see them close up, how much they have grown and how they're doing. So let's start. So here I have Euphorbia Trigona Red Ruby. These are cuttings, the last cuttings that I took from my mother plant. The big mother plant is in conservatory, and I don't think I'm gonna be returning it home because it is bigger now, and I just don't have space at the moment for it, and they didn't have any red Trigona, so I think it's good that they can have it now. So these, as you can see, have grown a little bit because they got leaves. Usually when you propagate, all these little leaves will come off and they will grow later, but they don't grow at the bottom anymore, so they grow on top. The next one here is Euphorbia Leucodendron. This one I got as a gift from Emily or as a swap with Emily, and I think it was the height about here. So this is all new growth, guys, or maybe up here. I think it's from here and up new growth. So it grew a lot. It's much taller. I don't know if I should propagate some of these branches just to kind of fill the pot, because I like when there is a full pot of these. But I'm overall happy with this one. It's an unusual, like many euphorbias are just unusual plants. So you either like them or you don't like them. Some people just think that they're weird. This one here is Euphorbia Stenoclada variety that I got from Ted's Greenhouses. I think it was $7 and it was quite small, something like this. So this is all new growth. This summer it grew a lot, and it's almost not fitting under light. I love how unusual it is. Like it looks like some kind of bush with thorns. It's really interesting. So let me bring some other ones now. So here I have the new Euphorbia that I got this summer. I think I got it just before I went to Serbia, so I would say end of August. It's called Euphorbia Knuthii, and you can see it has like lighter green stripes along the stems, and it has a caudex, like a bulb-like roots. And it started growing these 2 new little pups since I got it, so it established and it started growing a little bit. There's a little bit of new growth on the tips, not on this one yet. So as you can see, this one came with a little bit of damage, but the other ones look very healthy and they started growing right away. Actually, oh my gosh, there is 4 new branches that are growing. I didn't see this. I am looking forward to see it filling the pot. Okay, and then this one I got from that little place that sells lights and soil and plants in lash lighting in Niles, and it was up to here. Actually, somebody shaved off its top, so it had a damage on top, kind of like if you would shave this like a tip here. So it outgrew that damage, and you can see this is the growth from this summer. All of the branches grew, and all of these little pups grew a little bit in size. I think this one is pretty interesting variety. I really like it. I don't know ID for this one. Then here I have Euphorbia Bioensis. I got this one from Varner's Greenhouses in Niles Nursery, and it was a great price. I think it was like $5, and really it's growing a lot of pups. I have this variety in Serbia, and it grew like crazy. It's really big over there. And then this one is called Euphorbia Aeruginosa, and really pretty. Actually, you know, I think I split this one in half and gave to Emily, not this one. So I think I mixed those two. But this one also has grown quite a bit in height, and I think grew some new pups and branches. So really pretty. Then here I have my Euphorbia Horrida. I think I removed 2 pups in the past and propagated them. They rooted, so if you're propagating this one, you can just remove a pup and root it, or sometimes they root when they're themselves, when you keep them long enough, you know, in the ground with the mother plant. I think I see a millibug right here. Okay. Anyway, these are all like little pups that started growing this summer, but they didn't grow enough. I think they didn't have enough sunlight. This one was in a greenhouse, not facing south, so maybe it needed a little bit more light. Really pretty. Like, look at how pretty this looks like. And I love that pale blue color. This one here is the one that my husband got me. I think it was either for birthday or Christmas last year, so I don't have it even a year now. Euphorbia Stellata. It grew a little bit. All of the branches grew a little bit in length, but not a lot of changes to the plant. This is a little Euphorbia corn on the cob, something like that. It's called, I forgot the exact ID. I had a bigger one, and bigger one is in conservatory because I really have a limited space here on the shelves, and I might return that bigger one. I just right now I don't have a space. And this one here is Euphorbia Ritchii. As you can see, it grew a little bit in length, not a lot of changes, and maybe I grew some new pup. I don't remember how it exactly looked like. This is my Euphorbia Enopla. It grew quite a bit in height. I had like in the same pot 4 of these, and I took all of the rest of them in conservatory. I kept only this little one in a smaller pot. Here is some of my little guys. Last Christmas I got most of these as a gift from my husband. So you can actually, I'm going to post a link in the description where you can take a look at me unboxing these. They have grown a little bit in height. This one is a Euphorbia Tubiglans hybrid. As you can see, I think it was like up to here, so half is new growth. I did have early on in the season some chipman or something coming to nibble on a few plants, lithops and some of the euphorbias. I don't think they like it, what they tried, because they never came back, but it was like a bite, so it created the damage on this one branch. Then there is Meloformis here, just grew a little bit in white and height. Groenwaldii, Euphorbia again grew a little bit, it didn't grow a ton. This is my Euphorbia Obesis, and I think I definitely noticed that they have grown a bit because it's a little bit tighter space for them in this pot. This one is some kind of hybrid, didn't really change much. This is Spiralis Euphorbia. Actually, these are all cuttings, I had a lot of them. And they didn't grow much this summer. This one I noticeably grew, I think almost half a length. This summer it's called Tortirama. One of these, I think it's called Persistence, that I got for Christmas is the only one that died. I don't know what happened to it. I don't know if I overwatered it, but I water all of them same way, so I don't know. This is some kind of hybrid Euphorbia Obesa that I got from Fairy Blooms or Leaf and Clay, one of those two sites, about 2 years ago, I think. That was my gift previous year, so it's almost 2 years. And I have propagated for this one. It took forever to propagate some of these. They were really growing very slow, and they have this corking here, kind of like in the cactuses, this brown, which I don't terribly like, but it's okay, I suppose. Then here I have some a little bit bigger euphorbias. This is Euphorbia Lactea Compacta. As you can see, that one grows pretty fast. This is my bones euphorbia. I tried to cut one of the branches. This is the only one that really gave me a hard time propagating. So if you want to find this one, I would check online. In Succulent Marketplace group on Facebook, they have it every once in a while. It can be a little bit more pricey because it's variegated and it's a little bit more unusual. As you can see, it has grown quite a bit in height. This one here is, I think, I forgot the idea of this one, but I had just one branch that I bought from Ted's Greenhouses, and it got a root rot this summer. And then I ordered this one while I was on vacation, and it arrived. My husband took care of it. When it arrived, just put it in soil. So it established itself. So I got it in September, so it's only about a month that I have it. And it established itself and it started growing new pops. You see this bright green? These are all new growth. So I noticed that this one does not like a lot of water, so I'm trying to be very cautious about watering it, and I really need to clean it up because it's kind of dirty here, and I think it's a little bit from sap as well. And then I have here Euphorbia Tirucali, sticks on fire, that gets orangish and red tips when it's on the bright sun. It doesn't really get much sunlight here or the artificial light from the light, so I don't know how it's going to survive here. Maybe I needed to take this one to conservatory too. Behind it I have Euphorbia Trigona that's green. That one has grown so much and grew tips, so it's getting as big as what my red one used to be before I took it to conservatory. And all the way there in the back I have Euphorbia, remember what is the name, I'll go around, I think I have a tag. It's zigzag Euphorbia, I think Grandicornis, or a hybrid of it. That one has grown so much. I actually have one branch that I have removed and it's in conservatory, but all of these like branches have grown so much in height. As you can see, it's really getting big, but it's so interesting and I just didn't want to part from it. I really like it even though it's bigger, so hopefully I'm going to have a space for it in the new house. At the end I have these two. I don't have ID for this one. This is my Tanzanian zipper plant, and I am considering setting it apart and maybe keeping a smaller number of them and maybe donating or selling some of them. They did stretch a bit. I think that they needed more sunlight. So yeah, that's about it, guys. If you would like to know more about how to take care of euphorbias, I will put in my description link to my video with tips for taking care of euphorbias, and I will also put links to my other Euophorbia collection videos, updates that I did in the last 2 years. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you soon in the next video.